Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the games that Liverpool played this week. So we're going to be talking about the Liverpool versus Burnley game. We're going to be talking about the Liverpool versus Atlético Madrid game in the Champions League, and we're also going to do a preview of the Liverpool versus Everton game that is happening tomorrow on Saturday, and it's an early morning kickoff. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the Liverpool versus Burnley game. I think we knew that this game was going to be difficult, especially at Turf Moor, which is Burnley's home ground. We knew that they're going to play a low block, they were going to be compact and disciplined, and Liverpool found it difficult to break down their low block. However, Liverpool put constant pressure on them. Liverpool dominated possession throughout the entire game. I think Liverpool had over 80% of possession, which is ridiculous. I believe that Liverpool got a lot of shots off. However, Liverpool couldn't really create clear-cut chances. There wasn't a moment where Liverpool really broke down Burnley's low block and created clear opportunities or one-on-one opportunities. And you have to give credit where credit is due. Burnley played an unbelievable performance defensively. They stayed in their low block. They were disciplined. They left no gaps, and they were really good. But even though it was quite a boring game throughout the 90 minutes, there were still some good performers. First of all, I want to talk about Ryan Gravenberch. This man is magnificent. His ability to receive the ball on the half turn is the best in the world. He was gliding past players, and there was one moment where he just flicks it over a player. And if I was that player that Ryan Gravenberch flicked it over, I would have felt absolutely disrespected. It was an unbelievable piece of skill. And I felt like Gravenberch's full repertoire was on display. He was spraying the ball, he was showing long range passing, he was switching play. There was a moment where he played a long ball over the top to Ekitike in the first half, which nearly resulted in a goal. I mean, this guy is really a complete footballer, and defensively he was good, just as always. I mean, what a player Gravenberch is. And another player I want to talk about is Florian Wirtz. Obviously, Florian Wirtz hasn't got a goal or assist yet in his Premier League campaign. However, I think he's improving game by game. I thought first half he showed flashes, and there was an opportunity where Robertson fires it at his foot. It was a lovely first touch, and then he plays a ball around the defense. And if Ekitike was a bit sharper, that would have been an easy tapping. But when I saw that moment, I really realised the brilliance of Florian Wirtz. His ability to spot that pass right behind the defense and just execute it to perfection. I was like, okay, yeah, this is what this guy's about. And in the second half, I mean, he was really good. He was trying to force the issue. He was playing key passes. He was beating his man. He forced the red card out of Burnley. So Florian Wirtz is keep on improving every single game, and it's a really positive sign to see. And a goal or an assist, it's going to come. It's only a matter of time. I also want to talk about Arne Slot's substitutions. I thought Bradley and Frimpong coming on completely changed the game. It allowed Mo Salah to play a bit more of a central role. I thought Frimpong especially provided Mo Salah that overlap threat, and we really saw a better version of Mohamed Salah when both of those supported him on that right hand side. And then eventually, after 90 plus minutes of pressure, Liverpool forced Burnley into making a stupid mistake, and Hannibal, that was completely reckless. That was so dumb on his half. Your team defended so well for over 90 minutes, and just handballing the ball like that in your box in the dying moments is unforgivable, and you have to feel for Burnley. But it was a clear-cut penalty, and the guy who took the pen in the final minutes was Mohamed Salah, and he converted it. And this is why you have a guy like Mohamed Salah on your team. He's a mentality monster. He shows up in the big moments, and today Mohamed Salah won the game. But in terms of my overall thoughts on the game, it was a frustrating game to watch. Liverpool couldn't break Burnley down, but at the end of the day, the constant pressure that Liverpool were putting on Burnley, it resulted in them making a mistake, and they paid for it. So at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. The next game I'm going to talk about is the Liverpool versus Atlético Madrid game in the Champions League. And for this game, I was really impressed at the start. We were pressing high, we kept the ball well, and we never let Atletico Madrid get comfortable. And there was a really nice link-up play between Gravenberch and Mohamed Salah, I believe, which resulted in a free kick. And we scored off that free kick. Were Liverpool very fortunate? Yes. It deflected off Andy Robertson's heel, I believe, and it went in. But I thought Liverpool started really well. I thought we were linking play very well. And I thought Florian Wirtz was in the middle of that as well. And then, straight after that, Mohamed Salah and I believe Ryan Gravenberch link up again. Gravenberch got the assist and Mo Salah scores. I mean, this was a really well worked goal. Mo Salah plays into Gravenberch and then Salah makes the run. It's a little give and go, and Mo Salah's strength and balance in this goal is unbelievable. There are 3 Atletico Madrid players surrounding him, tugging him, pushing him and all sorts, and this man was just on his feet and just slotted it in bottom corner. That is a vintage Mo Salah goal. And for everybody that said Mo Salah, he doesn't look like the same Mo Salah, I think they're proven wrong. I mean, this was a really good performance from Mohamed Salah. And another guy I want to talk about again, Ryan Gravenberch, just bossing the midfield, dominating defensively, looked really good going forward. I mean, this has been an unbelievable season for Ryan Gravenberch so far. And I thought this guy couldn't get any better after last season, but he keeps on proving me wrong. And his ceiling looks absolutely scary right now. I thought Florian Wirtz looked really good. I thought the first 15 to 20 minutes, I thought, he was keeping it simple. He was keeping things ticking. There was some really nice link-up play with Mohamed Salah. But, when the game went on, you really saw the brilliance of Florian Wirtz. I mean, his link-up with Alexander Isak was brilliant. Both of them were looking for one another. And there was one moment where Florian Wirtz, he receives the ball on the half-turn, beats his man, drills the ball into Alexander Isak. Florian Wirtz carries on his run. They play a 1-2, and then Florian Wirtz rounds the keeper, and the Frimpong misses the open goal. But that's what Florian Wirtz is all about. I mean, this guy started from deep in his half and then created an unbelievable opportunity for Liverpool to score. So, yeah, I mean, I thought Florian Wirtz again showed a lot of signs of improvement, and this was a really good game from Florian Wirtz. I mean, he was creating, he was beating his man, and look, Florian Wirtz is only going to get better from here, so very encouraging signs from him. However, after Liverpool scored both of those goals, I thought Liverpool really let Atletico Madrid get comfortable on the ball. I don't know why. Liverpool's usual mentality is to pressure teams as soon as we're up 2-0 to get the third and the fourth. But Atletico Madrid, they got a bit more comfortable on the ball. They were a bit more dominant in possession. And eventually, they were knocking on the door and Llorente scores a goal. It was a little toe poke right outside of the box. And one may argue that Antoine Griezmann was blocking Alisson's view and that goal shouldn't have counted. But to be honest, I believe Atletico deserved that goal. And then all of a sudden, Llorente, he scores an absolute banger. I know there was a big deflection, but off the volley, he catches Alisson off guard due to the deflection. But in my opinion, I thought this was Liverpool's fault. I don't think Liverpool's defence was bad this game. I thought we were unbelievable defensively, especially Van Dijk and Konate. But in games, the best defence is offence. You need to have control of the ball. You need to have control of the game. And there were times during that game where we let Atletico Madrid have control. It wasn't anything to do with the defense. It's about being better in possession. We had to keep the ball better and we just didn't do that. And also, I thought Liverpool played well. I thought this was Liverpool's best offensive performance of the season. I thought some of the opportunities that Liverpool were creating was excellent. Really, really, really good. But we weren't clinical enough. And that's something that you don't say about Liverpool often. The amount of opportunities, the Frimpong open goal, Salah hitting the post, Alexander Isak had a couple of opportunities. Florian Wirtz had an opportunity to finish the game off. There were so many opportunities. That game should have been 5-6-2. But Liverpool couldn't convert their chances. And we won't see this happen too many times. But again, this game should have been out of sight before Atletico Madrid even equalised. With that being said, Liverpool this season have always found a way in the final 10 minutes of the game, and this is exactly what they did. Liverpool had a succession of corners that they were applying pressure to Atletico Madrid, and eventually Virgil van Dijk gets on the end of a Dominic Szoboszlai cross and makes it 3-2 to Liverpool and wins the game. At the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. I thought the performance was great. I thought Liverpool were unfortunate to concede both of those goals, but 3 points is 3 points. But in terms of the public's reaction of this game, they believe that this is not sustainable, and they're right. This is not sustainable at all. You can't keep winning games in the 90th minute. It's impossible. It's not sustainable. But one thing I want to say is that Liverpool Football Club are at their worst right now. They're at their worst. Liverpool haven't performed well this season. You know why? Because there are so many new players in this team and key players have left. So this team needs time to gel, get used to each other, know what they're good at, right? They haven't even had time to gel. And every game that goes by, they're going to get better, but there's going to be an adjustment period. And the fact that Liverpool have started off perfectly this season is unbelievable, because Liverpool haven't even peaked yet. And one mistake that Liverpool made last season is that Liverpool peaked too early. And we still won the league because we were clear of any other team. But this season, Liverpool are making sure that they peak at the right time. Finally, let's talk about the Liverpool versus Everton game on Saturday. First of all, let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool have had a perfect start to the season. Every single game they've played in, they've won. However, the performances haven't said the same. The performances haven't been the greatest. Liverpool haven't been on it so far this season. And this is because there's been a lot of new players added to this team. There's going to be an adjustment period. This team needs time to gel and get used to one another. And that's going to take time. And during this process, the performances haven't been good. But the most important thing that Liverpool have done is pick up 3 points every single game. And that is what matters at the end of the day. However, Liverpool have still shown vulnerabilities. They've thrown away 2-0 leads. They haven't looked the best offensively, even though last game against Atlético Madrid, in my opinion, is the best that they've looked. However, they haven't looked the most fluid. Defensively, there's some questions that are being raised. So Everton really have an opportunity to do something against Liverpool at Anfield. And talking about Everton, they're on great form. They lost their first game of the season, but after that, they haven't looked back. 2 wins and 1 draw. They're on 7 points. They're one of the most informed teams in the Premier League right now. And this is no coincidence. Everton have great quality players now, especially going forward. You look at guys like Jack Grealish, Premier League Player of the Month, has started on fire. You look at Ndiaye, unbelievable player, dangerous. You don't want him in isolation situations one-on-one against the defender because he'll cook them. You look at Dewsbury Hall. They've got some really, really good players. And on top of that, you look at their defense, one of the best defenses in the Premier League. This team's a problem and they can really make some noise this season for sure. And potentially they can climb up the table and even push for a European spot. That's how much potential this Everton side have. However, this is the first time where I believe Everton are at their peak before coming to Anfield. I really do. I think they have great momentum on their side. This is the best team they've had in a very long time. And Everton might potentially try and come at Liverpool on Saturday. And this could be a good thing. You're pushing Liverpool back. Or this could bite you. Because if Liverpool win the ball back, they're going to have more spaces that they can attack. Guys like Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, Isak, Ekitike, Szoboszlai, McAllister, the whole team, they can hurt you. Especially if you commit too many men forward, Liverpool are going to counter you and they're going to hurt you. So this is what makes this game so interesting. How are Everton going to approach this game at Anfield? How are Liverpool going to approach this game at Anfield? It's a really, really interesting game, and it's going to be an unbelievable game. It's a Merseyside derby. The atmosphere is going to be intense. The fans are going to be up for it. It's going to be incredible. It's a match that you won't want to miss. And yeah, man, it's going to be a really, really good game. And this weekend's going to be special in terms of Premier League fixtures. You look at Man United versus Chelsea later on in the day. And then you look at Manchester City versus Arsenal on Sunday, I believe. This is a really good weekend for Premier League football. And this is peak Premier League football that we are going to watch. So guys, be entertained. Watch these games, and in my opinion, this weekend could really decide who are the real title contenders, who are really pushing for a title. If Chelsea don't get a win, they could potentially be out of that title race. If Arsenal don't win, the gap between Liverpool and Arsenal might be even bigger. And then if Liverpool don't win, Arsenal could potentially close the gap. There's so many possibilities that might happen, and you guys should not miss it at all. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and peace.